You are now watching the Queen Chioma.
All rise, Judge Queen Chioma presiding.
Thank you, Darius. We are back again with part 2 of the Unpopular Opinions revival. As you all know, Chioma and Darius, that combination of Unpopular Opinions videos is just honestly second to none. So we're gonna drop some more triggering unpopular opinions for you guys. But of course, before we get started, Darius, let them know about you, your channel, and what you do here on YouTube.
Hey y'all, if y'all don't know me or new to the channel, my name is Darius, aka Uncle Derr. On my channel, we do my dragging reactions and also talk social issues pertaining to the Black community. Subscribe to the Dragon family. You won't be disappointed because I drag motherfuckers to the fucking dirt. And that's on period. So go ahead to the search engine and type my name, UNCLEDERRENT.
Period. So we're gonna jump right into this one as well. So shit, let's get started. Ready to get it started. Bitch, I got no sense. Let's go. My first one says, the city girls single-handedly annihilated Black women's standards. Let me explain. I say this because I feel like the city girls are like probably way bigger than they ever should have been. And that's not shade, I just feel like that's really what it is. Like, I don't think anybody really expected them to really be as big as they are. Cool, alright. So I feel like the way how they are, the music that they make, and like the things that they perpetuate, and the type of advice that they give out to a lot of their fans, which so happen to be young Black women, kind of annihilated a lot of our standards. A lot of us think we should be having sex for money. A lot of us think that we should scam. A lot of us think that we should only focused on money and materialism. A lot of us think that being like having an angry or aggressive demeanor is like how you should be as a Black woman. I feel like they kind of like perpetuate the deep rooted stereotypes of Black women. And although it is entertaining and you shouldn't take it for like face value and apply it to yourself, there are some people that don't know how to decipher between reality and entertainment. And I think the city girls have played a huge role in that from whenever they got started up till now.
Just because something is cheap doesn't mean it's bad quality.
I like that.
Because I am not, this is just me personally, I am not going out my way for Gucci slides. I'm not going out my way for Nike socks or $20 pairs of socks. No, you will see me in a Walmart aisle in the nearest Walmart near me. I will gladly shop at Walmart. I will gladly be thrifty. I will gladly be at Burlington. I will gladly be at Marshall's, TJ Maxx. You name it, I'm there. Because
we go see mascot from Marshall's.
This whole trying to one up people because they got the next Jordans or shoe or whatever, Birkin bag or whatever the fuck.
People not affording Birkin bags, but keep going.
You right, but all this materialistic shit and thinking you can shit on people, I'm like, are you making money though?
Oh.
Or not making money, sustaining money.
I like the corrected verbiage. I like that. I agree with you. I definitely feel like just because something is cheap does not mean it has bad quality. I think there's a lot of cheap things. Look, I'm a Walmart shopper my damn self, and I got a lot of things from Walmart, and they have lasted and sustained me for a while. So a lot of things that are even made that are considered luxury items or expensive are not always the best quality anyway. So I agree. My next one says, Black people hold other Black people to higher and tougher standards than any other race. And I feel like this is not necessarily unpopular, but I feel like people don't necessarily realize it sometimes. Black people do not give each other benefit of the doubt. Black people do not give each other room for improvement, beginner encouragement. It's just Black people have to be at the highest standards, even though through other races, they look at us as the bottom. I feel like Black people are their own worst enemy, and that's across the board.
If we make one mistake, it's the end of the world.
Yup.
Exile this nigga. Exile this
not exile.
Exile. Like, we cannot make mistakes because Black people always have the most the fucking say, and you in the same predicament as me. Shut the hell up. Please and thank you. Stop letting your parents control your adult life.
Please and thank you.
Cut the leash, cut the umbilical cord, get off your mother's titty.
Ooh.
Do whatever the fuck you gotta do.
African men.
To cut your parents off. You are not living your life because of your parents. You're living your life because of you. Until you let go of that attachment, you won't get nowhere in life.
You are hindering yourself and your adult advancement by legitimately being under your parents' wing. Like, and I'm not saying living at home with your parents or taking advantage of that, because as a young person that does come in handy.
I understand, like, well, if you like my age, your parents are gonna pay pretty much half of your bills. You're gonna be on your parents' health insurance.
And I'm gonna stay on it.
But people that actually literally go out their way and constantly ask their parents permission to do shit, and you're grown as fuck. That shit. Please snip the fucking umbilical cord from your parents, because you are not gonna grow as a person. You are just honestly setting yourself up for failure. If you have kids in this situation, you're gonna let your kids up for failure, because if you can't find something for yourself or can't do nothing without no need of your parents trying to have to save you every fucking time, you're just gonna be there. And the parents just gonna put that over your head and dingle it until you cut that umbilical cord off.
I agree. I feel like it comes a certain age where you shouldn't like ask your parents for permission to do things. Like if you feel like you still have to do that, definitely need to grow up. Especially if you're in your early, mid, or even late 20s. You gotta start growing up, please. My next one says, LaRae Pippen is an old hoe, but she is not for the streets. Hear me out. I feel like she kind of gets unnecessary flack sometimes, only because she was tied to the Kardashians. If you really look at the history of her being married to Scottie Pippen, Scottie really did her wrong too. Like, did her wrong. All she cheated on her husband with Future. Nah. Look at the actual facts of the case. I don't believe it was just simply LaRae Pippen was like this worst hoe wife. Yes, she is an old hoe. Yes, I'll give her that. But I don't think she's for the streets. Like, I feel like she's almost 50, if not already. She's divorced. She has been married. She has her kids. I feel like she should have the time to just do what she wants to do. And I feel like there's older women that are not seen as women of color who get to kind of do what they want to do. Or honestly, sometimes we get black older women to pass to date this person, that person. But LaRae Pippen, to me, gets unnecessary hate sometimes. And I feel like she deserves to just kind of live her life. Like, yes, she's an old hoe, but she ain't for the streets. Like, she just doing her thing. Like, she was married for all them years, had 4 kids. Like, come on now. Divorce, come on now. Enjoy yourself.
My next unpopular opinion is struggle love is going to exist in relationships whether we like it or not. Sometimes you're going to struggle. Like if you're married, if your significant other lose their job or get let go, you just go up and leave them? No. Struggle love comes and goes in a relationship. It don't have to be the whole relationship of struggle, but
definitely not.
You're going to struggle in a relationship sometimes. Not every relationship is that fairy tale. Everything is perfect, gumdrops and lollipops or rainbows and shit. Unicorns. It's not like that.
I feel like in relationships, every relationship has its problems, and it can be seen as a struggle depending on what it is. But I want us to kill the narrative that you being in a happy relationship comes without problems or comes without some form of struggle. Because I think anybody who's in a relationship, whether you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend, or married, you know that there's some form of struggle or issue that has happened or occurred or will happen or occur in your marriage. And I think that people need to be kind of realistic about that. My next one says, calling somebody fat is not body shaming. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't think making a physical observation about somebody's size is just automatically skinny shaming, body shaming. I think what body shaming or skinny shaming or fat shaming is when you're actually putting somebody down for being that size. But making the observation say, well, she's fat, she's skinny, she's slim, she's average, she's curvy. I don't consider that body shaming. I feel like those are just fair observations, if you ask me.
Okay, I agree. I was a little worried where you going, but you kinda, yeah. I agree. Just don't put motherfuckers down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the whole thing when we said about preference and dating this person, that person. Like, you can make a statement about what you like, what you don't like, but you don't have to put somebody down in the process. I feel like me saying, oh yeah, that fat girl, I don't think that's body shaming. I think if you're fat, you're fat. If you're skinny, you're skinny. If you're tall, you're tall. If you're short, you're short. If you're curvy, you're curvy. Like, I just feel like it's just the observation of the individual. People need to stop polarizing the word fat or skinny or whatever and just say, we all come in different body shapes. That's how I feel.
Being a toxic child can exist.
Explain.
Okay, I honestly hate seeing a child demonize their parent or just try to belittle them because I guess they wasn't the parent they wanted them to be. Because if the parent's just trying or whatever, trying to support you or doing everything that it can possibly do for you, I feel like you being a toxic child can play a role. Because like, you can't be just strictly ungrateful because your parent can't get you such and such.
There are toxic kids.
For
bratty
Christmas
kids.
or whatever.
Yes.
Like, that shit, like, you throwing a fit because your parent didn't get you a gift at 25. Go to therapy.
My next one says, people use support black business as a crutch. And let me tell you why I feel that way. I feel like people try to guilt trip people into supporting black businesses when in reality, yes, it's great to do that. But if we're being real, a lot of people keep saying, support my black business, support this business. It's black owned, it's black owned. If it's shitty, it's shitty. If it's good, it's good. If it's average, it's average. If it's popping, it's popping. If it's not, it's not. I just kind of feel like people can't keep doing that. Oh, support black business, and guilt tripping people into supporting black businesses that may not be up to par just off the strength that you're black. No, if it's bad, it's bad. And I'm not going to say a lot of black businesses are bad because I don't believe that. But I feel like some people use it to try and get other people to just spend their money on things or services that are not necessarily up there because we're in a social climate that says support one another at all times. And yes, white people do support one another, but I wholeheartedly think the average white person is not just supporting white businesses just to support white businesses. You support based on the service, the professionalism, whether or not you take a liking to the product, and many other factors that go way further than the race of that business or who owns that business.
I agree, because if your product's shitty, I'ma say it.
I'ma say it too, and I'm never coming back.
I'ma say it, or I'm just not going.
Or to be honest, sometimes I don't even say anything. I just don't spend my money anymore. But don't guilt trip me to support black business. Oh, well, you're not supporting black business. I don't have to. I support a lot of black businesses, but I support the ones that are actually good. And I don't support businesses just because they're black owned. I try to, but if it's not up, it's not up. It's stuck.
All right, my next one is the black community need to penalize black lives killing black lives the same as we penalize white ones for killing black lives.
I don't even think we need anything to say about that one because if you ask me, hell yes. People tried to do this whole thing like a year or two ago where they try to say there's no such thing as black on black crime. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually listened to it and I actually said, you know what, you're right. There is no such thing as black on black crime, but there is. And we cannot sit here and act as if that black on black crime isn't something that we're gonna overlook or underlook just because we wanna see the police brutality or the white on black crimes be up there more in the media. No. Don't let the media play that on you. Wrong is wrong regardless. Have a sense of morality and understand that black on black crime is, in my opinion, not necessarily worse, but kind of more disrespectful and kind of more alarming. And don't undermine it just because another race of people are killing black people. Let's all have the same energy for both.
Yep. Because I just feel like it's a bit hypocritical that we want to throw the whole fucking electric chair, this white individual is for the pavement, but this black thug in the fucking neighborhood does the same heinous act. Oh, it's free. Free who?
No, I ain't freeing nothing.
That nigga's for the pavement just as much as the white person killed
just as much. I agree.
The black person. Like, I'm here for the movement. Black lives do fucking matter. But we gotta look ourselves in the mirror too and act like we're not picture perfect in our community. Because we do got some killers, some thugs in our community. Like, that is straight facts. Stop being delusional.
My thing is stop excusing black crime just because your emotions are being pulled by what you see in the media. Wrong is wrong. My next one says GPA does not equal intelligence. I think GPA is based on how well you can memorize information. That's what I think GPA is. As much as I've always had very good grades all through school, even into college, I don't necessarily think it's because I'm smart. I know I'm smart, but I don't think it's because I'm intelligent. I think it's because I'm just a good student. I'm a good learner. I understand how to memorize information and recite it back when I'm being quizzed on it or tested on it. Other than that, I don't think GPA equals intelligence. I know hella people that are really not the brightest bulbs in the bunch that have 4.0s, and I know people who are super duper smart and have a lot of talent in different aspects of life, whether it is academics or arts or anything, and they literally have terrible GPAs in school. GPA does not equal intelligence.
It doesn't mean shit.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't mean shit. To be honest, your resume means more than your fucking degree.
That's kind of true. Your experience kind of means more than, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Like that piece of paper that you work for X amount of years only can bring you so far. Because, of course, y'all probably heard it. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And that can get you plugged in. Everybody looking for a plug to get them in the door. Your degree will get you so far. Sometimes you yourself have to get you that extra boost to get you that promotion or get you that job in interview.
I just feel like you have to use your degree or your certificate or your diploma in conjunction with experience, marketing, and networking. I feel like it has to work hand in hand. That, I had a 4.0 at whatever, I don't think it really matters like as much. It's something to brag about, but I don't think it's the end all be all. And I don't think it measures your intelligence. And I definitely don't think it measures how well you can do at a job.
And that 4.0 is not going to get you CEO of a company.
4.0 does not equal CEO. Well said.
My next unpopular opinion is baby mamas who purposely won't let their baby father see their child because the baby daddy don't want to be with them anymore. You are just as toxic as absent parents. Just as much toxic, because who the fuck are you to say your child can't see their parent? You're doing more harm to the child than your so-called anger towards this man or woman because they don't want to be with you. Honestly, you're just honestly gonna push your kids away.
I wholeheartedly agree, most definitely. So my next one says, Ari, the Real Cow sister, and Moneybag Yo are a cute couple. And I really do feel like they're a good couple. Like, honestly, I feel like they're match made together. I think they're a cute couple. I don't see why people hate on them. I see why people hate on them. Let me not say that. But I genuinely think they actually are a good couple. I actually like them together. I ain't even gonna hold you. Why not? What's wrong with the relationship? In terms of them being together, I know they both got their issues, but what's wrong with them being together?
They do look good together.
They look good together.
But no.
He said because no.
My next one is White Claw is not it. It will never be it. White Claw tastes like nothing. Imagine tasting nothing.
That's the alcoholic drink. Is it alcohol?
It's like alcohol with like acidic, kind of like.
I was gonna try it.
Sparkling water. I don't know.
Ooh.
It's not it.
Does it give you a buzz?
I don't know.
I'm gonna try it tomorrow.
Thrown off by the taste of the non-taste it gave. Like it did not give what it was supposed to give.
Is it a caucus drink?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why.
I'm gonna try it though.
That's why y'all probably never heard of a White Claw.
My next one says, there is no such thing as right or wrong. Everything is subjective to individual morality, culture, and current standards in history. And I know that's a lot, but basically what I'm trying to say is, although we do consider things right or wrong, but I think for real, that's just based off of our own personal thoughts and what is considered acceptable in certain societies. I think it's more diverse than people give credit to it being, just off the strength that people always think, well, we're in America, there's a way that things happen here, there's a way that we consider things right or wrong, good or bad, acceptable, not acceptable, but in other areas of the world and other times in history, there are different things that are considered acceptable, and I feel like what's right or wrong to an individual is just solely subjective.
Okay, my next unpopular opinion is if you had a countdown, if you were waiting for Bad Baby to turn 18 to drop her OnlyFans that made $1 million in 6 hours, for the pavement.
Wait.
The pavement.
She has an OnlyFans?
She had, it was about like a month or two ago. She dropped an OnlyFans.
For her 18th birthday?
Yes.
And people were waiting for it?
It was a record how, she made $1 million in 6 hours.
Like Bella Thorne,
yes,
when she did hers.
Yes.
I am truly disgusted. I did not know about this, but now that I do, for the pavement.
Yeah. Y'all are for the pavement. Get the cement trucks ready for that ass.
Let's start plowing now.
Literally.
My next one says, Jeff Bezos doesn't owe us shit. People always try to say like, oh my goodness, he has so much money that he could change this, he could fix this, he could end world hunger, he could do this and the third. He doesn't owe anybody anything. Imagine someone telling you what to do with your $100 or your $1 million or your $1 trillion. You don't have to do anything with your money other than what you want to do. Yes, he makes a boatload of money, but I feel like in this society it's kind of dog eat dog. He figured out a way to kind of just shit on us all with the money. And I don't think he owes us anything. asking and trying to use his money to do anything. I feel like it'd be nice, it'd be right, but I don't think he owes it to us at all.
I hate when people ask for discounts that are friends or family, especially when you're like trying to get your small business up and coming.
Yes, speak on that.
Like, I honestly hate be like, oh, you got me? What is so wrong to spend the full $30?
Another crunch.
Like, what is so wrong to spend $30? To support your friend or family to get their business up. If anything, I'm buying like 3 or 4 things to help them out. Like, that shit is just so idiotic to ask for a fucking discount for a fucking friend or a family member that you're so-called supporting. That is half-ass supporting.
Yes.
Like, you want that half-ass on discount, you're half-ass supporting.
Yes.
Get out my face.
Definitely 110% agree. And we definitely need to nip that in the butt, especially as Black individuals, because we always doing that. It's always,
what's my price? Or, girl, you got me? Or, what you about to charge me for this?
the same price that's on the website. The same price that's on the Instagram. The same price that you see in the booking. No, we're not being discriminatory.
Like,
pay the price.
Like, we are lacking so much. We're lacking eyesight. We're lacking hearing. We're lacking comprehension. We're just lacking so many things in this world. If you think I'm going to give you a disappointment because you a homie, fuck out of here.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. My last one for today's video is Taco Bell is the nastiest fast food restaurant there is, and if you eat it, you're disgusting. I feel like it's just nasty. I don't see how they're still in business. I question people's morality and their integrity when they even patron Taco Bell. Knock off Mexican food. Just cancel all Taco Bell. That I'm on that. Like, I think it's disgusting.
And to eat it sober at that. Like, y'all openly drive through
Who
Taco
gets up
Bell.
and say, okay, y'all, we finna go get Taco Bell? What?
Like,
That's gross.
Like,
Ugh.
you want to be eating Taco Bell in plain sight?
I would never.
Never. Like, for me to eat Taco Bell, I have to be highly intoxicated.
I couldn't, no. There's nothing on that menu that entices me in any way, shape, or form, but.
Yeah, Taco Hell can go to hell.
Yes.
I got a last one. This is like one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate when people are rude to waiters at restaurants. I hate that so fucking much.
Me too.
You are giving them flack because something didn't come out right with your food or whatever, or you saying,
Oh, I guess they're not gonna get a tip.
Because they made a simple mistake. You're thinking you are just the fucking shit. And we had Applebee's. I'm gonna need you to simmer down. You thinking you can shit on someone that's just trying to get a paycheck.
Yes, and work off of damn near nothing.
Nothing.
A terrible wage. I hate those types of people too. Honestly, if a guy takes me out on a date, I really look at that. I look to see if you tip a waiter. I look to see if you're like polite, just because I feel like that's very telling of an individual.
It's just being a decent fucking human being. And you can't be that for someone that's really not making shit from that job at that.
So that is it for all of our unpopular opinions. We hope you were actually triggered by some of these, and we want to know some of your unpopular opinions down below in the comment section. Great time. We're going to come back. We're going to try and keep these going the best that we can, but we definitely want to come back and give y'all some more content. Darius, let them know where they can find you on YouTube and your channel.
Y'all can find me over at UNCLEDERRENT.
Period. That is it for this video, and we'll hope to see you guys in our next video. Bye, guys.